In this problem, we are asked to write the equation of this graph in both factored and intercept form. Sorry, factored and standard form. So to do so, we're going to start with the factored form because we know that the factors correspond with these points right there. They correspond directly with the x-intercepts. So we can write our factored form almost fully complete right away. It's going to be y equals some a value, which we'll find in a second. Then it's going to be x plus 3, x, and x minus 2. That's because we knew that x equaled negative 3, x equaled 0, and x equaled 2. Since there's no bouncing off the x-intercepts, there's no tangency, I'm keeping everything with a multiplicity of 1. So that's good. Now to figure out the a value, and it's the a value that will affect how high and low these peaks go, as well as what the end behavior is. So to make sure that our equation corresponds with what we see, we're going to plug in some point on our graph, and that will then help us solve for a. So I'm going to plug 8 in for y, 1 in for x, and then solve a. So it'd be 8 equals 1 plus 3 times 1 times 1 minus 2. That's a 1. Alrighty, so this is 8 equals a times 4 times 1 times negative 1. Or in other words, negative 4a. So divide both sides by negative 4, and we get that a is negative 2. Just that quick inspection, negative 2 seems reasonable because this is going to have a negative leading coefficient since the graph goes from positive to negative. So it's a good sign. A is on track with what we expect it to be. So now to finish the factored form, we're simply going to replace a with that value that we got. So the factored form would be y equals negative 2. I'm going to put the x next to the 2. It's a little more standard way of writing it. And then x plus 3, x minus 2. That's factored form. And then to get standard form, we simply multiply this whole thing out. I'm going to start with the two binomials. So if we do all the loops, do all the distribution, we're going to get an x squared plus x minus 6. And then I can distribute this through that. So it's going to be a negative 2x squared minus, 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 12x. And there we go. So this here would be our standard form, which is equivalent to the factored form.